And our first guest here at Holmdel Cemetery is Joey Faye. Born Joseph Anthony Palladino in 1909 in New York City. Joey Faye was a classic comedian of the vaudeville and burlesque days. Definitely a legend with his career spanning 70 years in the industry. As we all know, most comedians from those days and the legendary era of comedy entertained the troops over in Europe with the USO during World War II. Faye is also known for writing the classic sketch Slowly I Turn, which you can find on YouTube. Classic indeed, performed by many other comedians in their time as well. He also performed a command performance in the White House for President Lyndon B. Johnson. Born to Italian immigrants, he made his way up from the stage and screen era, performing in burlesque, vaudeville, Broadway, and eventually film. A legend among the industry. His classic bits, as noted, Slowly I Turn, as many others, performed by others forever and beyond. I'd like to thank the staff for their help in locating his grave today, as well as providing a nice copy of his obituary, listing his extensive resume, his career, as well as a nice character of who the man was on and off the stage. This is just one section of the cemetery, and as you see, it is massive. And while doing my research, pictures do not do justice for most locations. You'll think you know where something is located or someone is located, and then once you arrive, you realize it is a much bigger area than you first thought. Well, of course, when you're ready to do some filming, everybody has to go back to work, and I guess they are off their lunch break now, but the gentlemen are doing the landscape and maintenance around the cemetery now. So we will see if we can get some footage in that isn't disturbed by too much of the lawn mowing. Our other guest we are visiting today is Mr. Robert Alvin Lewis, also known as Robert Lewis, who was a major in the U.S. Army during World War II, and his history stretches a long way as he was part of one of the two events that changed the world forever during World War II. Robert Lewis was the co-pilot on August 6, 1945, on the Enola Gay, the plane that dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima in Japan. One of two events during World War II that not only changed history for us in the United States, but history for the world, especially for Japan. Robert Lewis is here with his wife Mary. She passed sometime after him. And an interesting fact that I was told by an employee, while they were marking out the area for her final resting place, a piece of metal was found. That piece of metal ended up being a casing from Robert's 21-gun salute. I can only imagine the thoughts that went through all of their heads, ultimately changing the world forever. As I say, history is always an important part of our life, whether good or bad. And we know that the devastation to Japan after the atomic bombs was hard-hitting. Although it did end a war, it did end many innocent lives as well. We need to remember that. Unfortunately, war is sometimes a part of life, but respect should be given to the servicemen and women because they are just handling orders handed down to them. This memorial bench caught my eye. It is true, every day is a bonus. We need to enjoy life while we can, with everybody we love. And cemeteries offer a lot of history through many generations, as you'll see when you walk amongst all the stones, wondering what story everybody had in their lives. I feel that everyone, not just notable figures, are most important in the cemetery, because we all have a part in life, in everything that we do, and everything that we offer. It's amazing as you explore history, big events that changed the world, or just the United States in general. It's everywhere you look. So, from Holmdel, New Jersey, after visiting Joey Faye and Robert Lewis, it's on to the next venture. There is a bee by my hand.